it looks like, okay, so then we want 6 inches.
Well, we had quite a few designs to finalize the design of the boat, since we didn't really know what we were facing. We fortunately had a lot of help in building the boat, the carpenter part. We went to a place MWD provided, Metropolitan Water District, and we got the wood already cut to size. So it took us only 6 hours and a team of about 8 students to glue and nail and screw this thing together. We then took it home, and now we had to put all the parts together, the electrical and the solar panels, etc. And we really didn't know where to start. Fortunately, we were not the first one to ever try this, so we went on the internet and we got some information from there. We talked to the people who had done the races when we met at the technical meetings, and there were several of those, so we got a pretty good idea of what could be done. We found out so that people were very guarded who had been successful. They didn't want to talk to us. So we initially wanted to do, for example, a 2-motor design, run with 1 motor doing the endurance part, where you have about 1 horsepower of energy available, and then with 2 motors and overload the motors doing the sprint race. But by doing 2 motors, you need to do gearing, and it gets quite complicated. We were fortunate enough to get a single bigger motor, and so we decided ultimately, after several discussions, and it was a vote by the students, that we would do a direct drive with the bigger motor. And that made the design quite a bit simpler. Well, I was obviously elated when we won. I would have been very pleased just going and surviving the project and making sure we showed up and at any one of the battles. The credit that this actually worked so well goes to the team. The students worked long and hard. You know, just as an example, how this whole community came together to support us. When we started out and the word leaked out that we were building a solar-powered boat, the ceramics teacher from the school, Mr. Kark, came to me and said, "Oh, my fiancée works at Sharp Electronics. Why don't you give her a call and see if she can help you with the solar panels?" Which I then did, and it turned out that we got the solar panels on a lease basis, which is a lot better than paying for it. So it gave us money to do other things. And on and on and on. You know, the parents of the students on the team came forward and said, "I have expertise, I can do this for you." We found somebody who is an expert in building boats and used state-of-the-art technology like carbon fibers and sophisticated epoxies to build all this. And we got assistance from the Aerospace Corporation and from General Motors, etc. That would have satisfied me, just going through all this, putting it all together, and giving the students a chance to experience what it takes to do a high technology project. That we won is actually absolutely terrific. And like I say, the credit goes to the students for their hard work.